So hello vinyl community, Bill here again, and today I'm going to do another installment in my series of Rock's 7-year itch. I started off in the mid 50s, and then 7 years after Elvis and Buddy and Jerry Lee, we had generational change, and we had the Beatles and the Stones and the Byrds and Bob Dylan and co. And yeah, then we had the 70s and some classic rock. And then in 77, 78, we had punk and new wave, etc. So my theory is that every 7 years, there is a bit of not a seismic change, but a bit of a change in direction. So as you get closer to the change of the century, it gets a bit difficult to say, you know, a certain genre of music was superseded by a new genre. And really, as we, hit the 2000 and the new millennium, we actually find that music sort of gets more and more diverse, and you get subgenres and subdivisions of subgenres, etc. So yeah, it's just a splinter effect. So, and yeah, there's so much music out there that you can access via your favorite streaming service. And yeah, I think for new bands, new recording artists to break, it's getting more and more difficult. So over my shoulder, you'll see Bobby Gillespie, and I'm not sure if it's a good likeness of Keith Richard, but these are some of my latest artworks. And tonight I'm going to be looking at the years 1998 to 2004 inclusive. And I've got 7 CDs and 3 long player vinyl records. We'll do the CDs first. And first up, I'm going to show Gomez and Bring It On. This was from 1998. And I do have the follow-up, which is Liquid Skin, which was from 1999. But can I put my hands on that CD? I think it must be hidden away with the Pinky and Perky record that from my charmingly whimsical video that the record went missing. So the Gomez Liquid Skin is in the same hiding place, I think. But Gomez are a great band. I really like their sort of lo-fi sound, and yeah, some great sonic effects, some great percussion. And yeah, on this Bring It On album, we've got Get Miles, we've got Whipping Piccadilly, Tijuana Lady, and 78 Stone Wobble, and Bubblegum Years. This is just a great album. And I think, well, I think they're maybe the British equivalent of Wilco. Well, maybe that's a strange thing to say, but yeah, I really like the sound of Gomez. They've got a great album called Abandoned Shopping Trolley Hotline, which I think is one of the best album titles of all time. But Gomez, yeah, a new sound for 1998. And then I'm going to next show Moby and Play. So this was released in May 1999 and took about 2 years to prepare. I always thought that Moby stole samples from other recording artists. This has got a real bluesy feel, but seemingly he played a lot of the instruments himself. And yeah, he maybe derived some of the sound from gospel and blues. And yeah, I think just about every single track on this album went on to be the soundtrack to a television advert. So I think Moby got lots of royalties out of this one. But yeah, to my mind, this was something that, you know, I hadn't heard the likes of before. So as I say, I thought it was sampling of other people's work, but no, Moby was playing the instruments and then sampling, etc. So yeah, really like this. And then that was released in May 99. When we go on to the year 2000, we have Badly Drawn Boys, The Hour of the Wildebeest. Not sure if you can read these track listings, but yeah, I found that, you know, the opening track, which is called The Shining, not sure if there's any link to the Jack Nicholson film, but yeah, there was some really good soundscapes on this album, and the opening of The Shining with the cello and the I think French horn was just sublime. I remember hearing it in a record shop. I think it was FOP on Maccombie's Court in Aberdeen many years ago. And when I heard it, I said to the person behind the desk, "What is that?" And they said, "Oh, it's Badly Drawn Boy." So this was Damon Gough, and yeah, he just took us on a great journey with percussion and organ and piano, etc. So as well as the cello and trombone, which then led on to some really great acoustic guitar work. Track 4, we had sort of underwater sound effects. And then track 9, Once Around the Block, great layers of vocals and a lovely crackle effect in the outro. And then Bewilderbeast, I guess that's the title track. The album's called The Hour of the Bewilderbeast. Again, we have some beautiful cello and xylophone. And then track 12, Magic in the Air, great piano and harps. And then Cause a Rock Slide had, you know, an explosion about 3/4 of the way through, and then loops of sound effects and bizarre vocals and Wurlitzer's sort of Wurlitzer organs, a bit reminiscent of being for the benefit of Mr. Kite and Henry the Horse dancing a waltz. So with all sorts of carnival sounds and strange vocals. And then a later track was Say It Again, and I found that to be very Beatle-esque. So yeah, Badly Drawn Boy, Damon Gough, and of course he went on to, this is the debut album, he went on to do the soundtrack for About a Boy, and yeah, had a few good albums after this, but I think this debut is very strong. An album from the year 2000, and this is George Clooney reviving Americana. So what have we got on here? We've got Bo Lazarus by James Carter and the Prisoners, Big Rock Candy Mountain by Harry McClintock. You've got Down to the River to Pray, beautiful vocal from Alison Krauss. You've got Gillian Welsh and Alison Krauss doing I'll Fly Away. We have I'm a Man in Constant Sorrow, an instrumental by John Hartford. And then we've got In the Jailhouse Now, done by the Soggy Bottom Boys, featuring Tim Blake Nelson. And the Stanley Brothers are on here as well. That was released in December 2000. Can't remember exactly when the film came out. It must have been around about then. But I'm not sure if it was a delayed reaction or not. But the album was named Album of the Year in the Grammy Awards in 2002. So I think it was only the second time that a soundtrack album had been Album of the Year. So there we have Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And I think Gillian Welch and Alison Krauss and Robert Plant, amongst others, lit the blue touch paper and started that explosion of the Americana sound that really has come back to look at our roots and take a new take on roots music. And yeah, very much the American side of the pond. I'm not sure if we've had a British equivalent or not, but yeah, a fantastic soundtrack, and yeah, a new sound, a revival sound. But yeah, 1998 to 2004, we get Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And then we're speaking about this lot. Can hardly see it for the glare. Kings of Leon and Youth and Young Manhood. And this really sort of broke Kings of Leon in the UK anyway. And yeah, the Followill brothers, they just, they were mining the seam of great hard rock, fantastic vocals, distinctive vocals, and yeah, some great rock guitar work. I think, was it Wasted Time, which is from this album, had a sound a bit like Golden Earring, Radar Love. Did they pick up the riff from there? Not sure. And then, yeah, so that had Molly's Chambers was one of the big singles from there, as well as Wasted Time. And then the year after, we have Aha, Shake, Heartbreak. And yeah, King of the Rodeo and Four Kicks were two of the singles that came off of this album. And I've waxed lyrical about this one before, but Green Day, American Idiot, 2004, just a fantastic record. A whole heap of really good tracks: American Idiot, Holiday, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Give Me Novocaine, and yeah, Wake Me Up When September Ends. Just a fantastic album, perfect album from beginning to end. So that's the 7 CDs, and I want to show some vinyl albums. So you can't cover the period 1998 to 2004 without the White Stripes in June 1999 and their debut album. And yeah, this has got Jimmy the Explorer, Stop Breaking Down. Not sure if that was the Robert Johnson one. I think there's also another Blue Skies covered here. And then we've also got a Bob Dylan track, I think, One More Cup of Coffee. But yeah, really nice album. I believe that John Peel saw this in a record shop and thought, that looks interesting. I might like the music. And he said, I did like the music. And then, of course, he was instrumental in, promoting, well, as he did with lots of other bands, promoting new talent. And he promoted the White Stripes. There's the White Stripes album, the John Peel Sessions. And but Meg and Jack, great combo, great drumming, wonderful sort of blues, hard rock blues guitar, and lots of fuzz and distortion, etc. But blues at its core, and a wonderful album. So we've got, I mentioned Jimmy the Explorer, but you also have Sugar Never Tasted So Good and St. James's Infirmary Blues. Really great album, this. And then later on, we're speaking April 2003, the masterpiece, which is Elephant, with, that anthem, the one that's going to be Jack White's pension plan, Seven Nation Army. But we've also got In the Cold, Cold Night, Ball and Biscuit, The Hardest Button to Button. And I really like Little Acorns. I think it's a really nice story there. And Is It True We Love One Another? And of course, the Bacharach and David, Don't Know What to Do with Myself. Really nice gatefold again. Meg on the stool and the white mouse. Fantastic album. Again, perfect album in my eyes. So I'm going to finish up with this one. Sea Change by Beck. So this was Beck's 8th album and released in 2002. Of course, the breakthrough album in the UK was Odelay, but that was from 1996, which was his 5th album. And I wouldn't go as far to say that Beck was like Bowie. Bowie's in a whole stratosphere of his own. But Beck did like to change things about and, change musical style from album to album. So Sea Change is based around a musical suite of reflective, sort of acoustic-based songs. It really shows off Beck as a singer-songwriter. I think the term sea change was, a sort of broad transformation and, a departure from Beck's previous effort, which was Midnight Vultures, which I really liked. It's a very strong album as well. But this was a change from the previous sample-based recordings. And Beck liked to give each album an identity. Now, David Frick of Rolling Stone wrote that Sea Change was the best album Beck has ever made. And it sounds like he's paid dearly for the achievement. But Rolling Stone went on to name this the best album of 2002. We've got tracks such as Paper Tiger, It's All in Your Mind, Sunday Sun, Side of the Road. A nice gatefold as well. Really like the artwork on this. Beck's Sea Change from 2002. So bye just now. Take care.